Fragrance review time again. This morning I'll be reviewing Paul Zileri's Viaggio d'Africa. It was released in 2010, and I would categorize it as a woody aromatic. Plenty of chatter about this one being a substitute for Hermès's Vetiver Tonka. I have not smelled the Hermès product, so I'll just review this on its own merit. When I first spray this fragrance on, I get a puff and a dash of citrus, and don't blink because you'll miss it. It really only lasts a few seconds. Instantly, there's a handoff to a soft, cooling iris and an equally soft and warming tonka bean. So there is a little bit of a juxtaposition going on here. And the iris is soft like talcum powder. It's as if you took a bottle of baby powder, you put it in your refrigerator, and you threw it out onto a desk really, really cold, and you ran your finger through it. So that's how soft it is in this. And what's really cool about this is typically iris has more of a neutral or even a warming quality to it. So it's a little bit different. The tonka bean is really the yin to the iris's yang. And the tonka bean is also very soft. It is slightly granulated though. It almost has a sandy quality to it. So it's not as soft as the iris, but it warms the whole composition up. I get just a whiff of smoke in this, and it's probably from the vetiver. There is guaiac wood as a little bit of a woody quality to it, but it's not really significant. For me, the three main players in this are the iris, the tonka bean, and the Haitian vetiver in the base. So pretty much as this progresses, it's very, very warm in the mid with mostly tonka bean and just a little bit of vetiver. But as you go further and further, it begins to warm up and get a little more rough around the edges from the vetiver, and the tonka eventually begins to play more toward the background. So at the very end, after about 8 hours, it's really a 50-50 mix of vetiver and tonka bean, and beyond that, the tonka is just about completely gone, and it's just vetiver that you're left with. I feel that this has a toasted quality to it, and if you've ever walked into someone's house around the holidays and you've smelled chestnuts roasting, this has a very similar fragrance to that. It has a sweetness to it. It's a little bit nutty. It's a very well done fragrance. I feel like it is just a little minimalist, but the execution is really flawless. It's really difficult to find any complaints with this, and the performance is well above average for an EDT, and I find that the projection is average, which is fine. I mean, it's not a loud, barking scent. It's an intimate, not skin scent, but still kind of gets out there a couple feet. So performance is actually pretty good. I like this fragrance. I think if you could find this for $60 or less out there, I think you'd be getting a real steal. It's definitely a fall and winter fragrance, and it's definitely one you should check out. I don't know how easy it is to find now. I know it was at discounters last year, and if you can find it, definitely give it a try if you like those soft, warm, woody type of fragrances. If you've tried this one, let me know your thoughts on it. I'd be interested to hear about it. I really don't see this talked about much, but I definitely think it should be considered. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for more.